Good afternoon, Red Bank. A happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone. But this week isn't significant for St. Patrick's Day. It's also the beginning of the last quarter of the year.
We've got a great show for you today. You'll hear about our principal's newest addition to his resume. He's now a licensed bus driver. Don't miss the story coming up next.
This is the first week of the season for the spring sports. We'll catch you up on all the action coming up in sports.
And you have heard the sweet sounds of guitars echoing through the hallways. The story is coming up later in the show.
It's St. Patrick's Day, Friday, March 17th, and you're watching the main news.
Watch it, cause I turn up, I can tell that event I can show them what.
Everyone needs buses for a field trip. We have to pay for private bus services. Red Bank High School does not have its own bus. Until now, Principal Tillett was able to acquire a used bus from Hamilton County. Now all we need was a bus driver. So Mr. Tillett solved that problem by himself.
This is a rock. And this is not a rock. This is a bus. One is used for transporting people, the other is a rock.
Why are we on a bus? It's a school bus. Let's make sure we call it what it is, all right?
Oh my God! Wow!
It's a big yellow school bus. And we're on it because we love our community. We love our school. And we want to make sure we don't miss out on opportunities. So transportation is an issue for a lot of things that we do, whether it's field trips, our athletic teams.
But ready for round two. And Shaw takes a moment. Here he goes with the approach. Oh! Sterling with the fantastic.
You know, our athletes have to drive themselves to games and practices and you know, and so forth around. And you know, sometimes like what kind of spurred the idea is last year soccer we went to the to the Final Four. And you're going to Murfreesboro and trying to get everybody there, you know, we couldn't get a bus because school was still in session. So I thought, how do we fix this? And the crazy answer is
Steal one of their buses.
Exactly, and it's in our parking lot. They don't know where it is. Don't tell them.
FBI, open up!
Or maybe the legal answer is that I got my CDL so I could drive a bus, and Hamilton County has been awesome, and they have one bus. This is the one bus that they own. Otherwise, First Student owns them, or contract drivers own their own buses, and they're letting us use it, and we just have to cover the gas, and they're maintaining it and letting us use it when we need to use it as a kind of a trade-off for me getting my CDL and so on. So I've driven a field trip.
RBHS has an awesome fine arts program, and if you didn't know that, you will soon. During fifth block today, the entire school will be coming to the fine arts concert. It will feature performance from the RBHS chorus band and theater arts programs. Last week, some of the students performed at an after-school show. Our cameras were there to give you a sneak peek at what you might see later on today.
Well, the Red Bank baseball team has high hopes for a bounce back year. We'll preview the season for you.
Spring sports are in action. Let's head on over to sports.
Was the fourth spring team to begin play. They were at Hickson Monday night. The Wildcats won 7-3. The teams played again on Tuesday at Red Bank. It was a great game that went into extra innings. Hickson would eke out a winning in 10 innings, 5-4. Even though Hickson swept the two-game series, Red Bank is poised for a bounce-back season. Here's a preview of the 2023 baseball team. The next home game for the Lions is coming this Tuesday. They'll take on Signal Mountain. The JV plays at 4 with the varsity following at 7. Make your plans to come on out. The softball team played 3 games this week. The most exciting game came against Lookout Valley. It was a slugfest as both teams combined for 30 runs. Red Bank led most of the game, but the Yellow Jackets came back for the win. The next home game for the Lady Lions will be next Thursday. They'll host Soddy Daisy starting at 5. Let's go Blue. The boys soccer team had their home opener postponed due to soggy conditions. So last night was their opener on the road. They crushed Sweetwater to earn their first victory of the year. The next home game for the soccer boys will be on Thursday. They will host East Hamilton. The JV plays at 5:15 with the varsity set to play at 7. Be there or be square. The tennis team won their opener. They beat Lookout Valley. The next home match will be the Nettles will be on Monday. They will play Central at the DuPont Rivermont courts. The action begins at 3:30. Kick some tail, Big Blue. And the track team is practicing hard for their opening meet. It will be this coming Thursday here at home. All the action starts around 4. Come on out, please. That'll wrap it up for sports.
Later on today at the Fine Arts Concert, we'll see some of our most talented artists, actors, and musicians. But all those talented folks had to start their careers somewhere. Miss Stowers just sponsored a guitar class in her room so everyone could have a chance to play. In the Red Bank High School hallways, music runs rampant. But from what source? The RBHS guitar class is where it's from. Here's reporter Kenny Thurman and Keegan Studstill checking it out.
So my very first year teaching here in 2019, I applied for a grant through the Nancy Lackey Foundation here in Chattanooga, and Usher is the person who is over that. And I was selected as our school to represent this foundation with a program called Little Kids Rock. And it is a program that brings modern band instruments into the public school system so you can learn how to play and be prepared if you would like a job in the music industry.
And now, Keegan and Kenny have moved locations to the E-Lab to record their song.
Well, is it just me, or does it seem like it rains every Friday?
I'm not worried about the rain. I'm worried about the freezing cold. Let's get the forecast as we head on over to weather.
Yes, it's raining again on Friday, but the rain will end today and should dry out by this weekend. Today's temperatures will be mild and high. Temperatures is expected to reach 60 degrees. This after a low last night at 39 degrees, but as we head into the weekend, things will be getting much colder. Starting tomorrow, we'll have 5 straight days with low temperatures around freezing mark. We just thought spring was here. Bundle up, Red Bank. And by the way, our next big chance of rain is next Friday. Back to you.
Well, that's going to wrap up our show. Everyone have a great St. Patty's Day.
Good luck to all the spring sports next week. Let's go, Big Blue. Peace out, Red Bank.